Welcome, Taurus, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for approximately January 20th through January 26th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all. So take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment before your own. And also, as we're doing the card selection here, I do have a message. Again, it's a general message, so not for everyone, but for a general message for someone, anyone, from my meditation prior to this reading. So for some of you, you may have completed some sort of a journey. Like this could be, like a project or reaching the end of something, and you've completed something. Something's come to an end. It could even be that you finished. It was literally could be a trip, maybe a business trip or something like that, and you're pretty tired, yet satisfied. So the message was like kind of just like smile, relax into it, because it's kind of like you're just tired, you're exhausted, but that you're where you want to be. This is where you want to be, or where you intended to be, and it's what you make of it. So even if you're like really tired, or this journey drained you, remember that this is where you wanted to be or intended to be, and it is what you make of it. So I'm feeling as though maybe some of you don't maybe realize that this is where you wanted to be, that this is where you intended to be at this time. And what I really felt was that some of you might be saying, well, no, I am not where I want to be. Now, that may be true for some of you, but I had too many cards jump out here, and okay. That may be true for some of you in like maybe a certain area of your life or certain areas of your life, but I kind of felt like the message was, for some of you, I felt like it was to kind of point out that, well, there might be, you might not maybe be where you want to be as far as, your career, for example, but you are where you want to be as far as maybe where you're living or the relationship you're in or something like that. I hope this is making sense, Taurus. So that if there is something in your life that you feel like it isn't where you intended to be and it isn't working out, I feel as though the universe is trying to let you know that, yes, but look around you. There are lots of things that are working out. And when you put the whole picture together, the part that isn't working out is related to, in some way, shape, or form, the parts that are working out. So that's why you intended to be here in that place right now. So relax into it and focus on now, where you in a gentle way, where you want, how you want to guide that part of your life now. But I feel as though the part that might not be working out for you, that feels like, that might feel unsatisfactory, really played a part in other things that are working out for you. So Taurus, I hope that makes sense to somebody out there. But the overall message was just realize that this is where you intended to be. And maybe the message of where you intended to be is that this is from your non-physical side, from even before you incarnated into this experience. Maybe this is where you intended to be at this point. Okay, that may be what it means for some of you. But, and again, it's general. I mean, some of you might be saying, okay, that means nothing to me. But so take what resonates with you, again, just like the cards, and leave the rest behind. So Taurus, you had, it looks like you have 2 cards for each position here that jumped out from the minor arcana. So these are from the minor arcana, the physical realm, the mental realm, and the spiritual realm, and then from the major arcana, the overall energy. Okay, so like now with death reversed here, you are going through a transformation of sorts. And it's a natural progression. Life goes through its natural cycles. I think cycles is the word I was looking for. So there's this natural progression or cycle in your life that you're going through, and and something's coming to its natural ending, its natural death. And it's not, I don't think it's unexpected or anything like that or sudden. It's a natural progression of a cycle that's coming to an end, but some of you may be resisting it. You may not want it to end, or your resistance is not allowing it to end. It may be that even if you want it to end, your expectations for how it is going to end, how this is going to turn out for you, it may be that your expectations are causing resistance that is preventing this, or slowing down the progression, the natural cycle, the natural progression here. But let's take a look at the other cards here. So in your physical realm, you have the King of Wands reversed with the 9 of Pentacles beneath that. So it feels as though there might be someone in your physical realm represented by the King of Wands reversed. Maybe someone, who's close to you. This could be a partner. This could be a best friend or a close friend. Or it even could be like a coworker, someone you spend a lot of time with. Or it even could be your boss, since it's represented by the King. But I feel like someone who plays a big role in your life, or at least part of your life this week. Again, the specifics will be different for each of you, how big a role this person plays. But I kind of do feel like it's a pretty big role. Someone who's in your life on a regular basis here. And again, it may be a fire sign. It may be an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Not 100% necessarily so. But I feel like it's someone who isn't where they want to be at this time. It is someone who isn't where they want to be at this time. And, it may be, it may be affecting you, but not necessarily in a negative way, because you have the 9 of Pentacles underneath that. And the 9 of Pentacles is one of my favorite. Ooh, it's one of my favorite cards. All right, you know what? I just got the feeling, Taurus, that you might be not getting along with this King of Wands reversed this week, because the King of Wands reversed is in too good a mood for you, if that makes sense. Oh, okay. Like, it's not that the King of Wands reversed is in a bad place. It's that you may be not feeling it this week. Like, I feel like the King of Wands reversed, this person is actually feeling like the 9 of Pentacles, is feeling comfortable in his or her own skin. Remember, the king can be male or female. I feel as though the King of Wands reversed is feeling really good about him or herself, is feeling really good, maybe even about you and what's going on with you and your future, and what's going on with them and their future. And it may be a little annoying to you, because you know how, when you're not feeling it, you're not feeling, sometimes it's annoying when someone around you is all, you know, happy-go-lucky and just feeling it. And so it might kind of like be getting on your nerves, but let's take a look at the other cards, okay? Maybe I'll get some clarity here on what's going on in your physical realm here. All right, in your mental realm, you have the Queen of Swords reversed, followed by the Four of Swords upright. Okay, so, all right, Queen of Swords reversed. This is in your mental realm, Taurus. You might be feeling a little bitchy in this upcoming week. Now, listen, the cards are here just as a guide. These are not predictors. So if you're watching this and you can see that maybe your mood is heading in that direction, your momentum is heading in that direction, then you can get out ahead of it because the cards are here as a guide, not as predictors. So you might be like, yeah, you know what? I see myself becoming the Queen of Swords. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. If you're male, the queen, the attitude here could be you. It doesn't matter. But if you sense that this is resonating with you, then use the cards as a guide. Don't think, oh, well, I'm going to be in a bad mood this week and that's it. No, Taurus. Guides. This is not like a prediction of what will happen. It's really reading the energies as they're headed now for the week, and not a prediction of what will happen and where you will be. So I would take, if you think that you're headed in this direction or you're already feeling this way, use the cards as a guide to refocus your energy and shift the energy in your favor. It is more than possible, my Taurus friends. But anyway, let's get back to the cards. Yeah, so feeling kind of out of sorts, a little bitchy this week. And you know you need a timeout. You know you need to rest. You need to rest, Taurus. Wow, I feel very strongly here that you need to rest to regain your alignment, to reestablish your solid foundation so that you can interact better with others, and so that you can allow the progression, the changes that I think that you want here. I think that you want to move along here, but I think the Queen of Swords reversed attitude, the bitchiness or whatever, that is getting in the way. Maybe I should say moodiness. The moodiness is getting in the way of the natural progression of things here. And you need to rest, and you know it, Taurus. You need to rest. You need to rest. Now, your message from the spiritual realm, you have the Ten of Swords with the Five of Swords reversed beneath it, okay? Now, don't feel like this is a prediction or anything. This is the message from the spiritual realm, and this is really, more like advice, okay? And don't forget, with the Ten of Swords, this means this has already happened. This is not something that's going to happen, right? The Nine is the culmination of things. The 10 energy is about something that has occurred and the opportunity for a fresh start. So, because the 10 energy is the 1 energy. 1 plus 0 reduces to 1. And the 1 is the number of fresh starts, new beginnings. And you can even see that in this card, the sun coming up over the horizon. So you may have experienced something upsetting. Now, you will know what I'm talking about because this has already happened. This could be something that was extremely devastating for some of you, or it could just be something that was upsetting or disappointing. It's a general reading. The extent of that feeling will vary tremendously among you. But if you look at the swords, I mean, this person has been obviously stabbed in the back 10 times. But what I'm feeling the message is from the universe is this event, this occurrence, this disappointment or this tragedy or whatever it is in between is behind you. And it's literally behind this figure. This is behind you. This is done. This is done. And you don't want to allow it to affect you moving forward. You don't want to allow it to affect you. And the 5 here, with the 5 of Swords reversed, you don't want it to affect you moving forward. And the 5 is the number of change. So in other words, something's got to change here. And it's your attitude and your mood, but something has to give. Something has to change here. And you need to stop fighting with yourself or another or the others. Now, in this case, it may be stop fighting with the King of Wands reversed. Now, for some of you, the King of Wands reversed could be more than one person. I feel as though, this is a general reading. The King of Wands reversed could represent for some of you, one person close to you who's just feeling it, who's feeling so good, and it's just not agreeing with you. But the King of Wands reversed could also mean anyone around you who's feeling good and it's kind of like not resonating with you because you're not. You are not. Okay? So Taurus, it may be that you're simply going through a normal emotional wave this week, and you might be on the low side of it, the downside of it. But when you can recognize that, it can soften it and make it less negative, less emotional, you can feel less moody. And it's like bringing an awareness to it without focusing on it. In other words, saying, oh, you know what? That is true. I am at the low point of an emotional wave, something that I experience on a regular basis. Sometimes I feel good for no reason. I just feel elated and joyful. And other times I feel down for no reason. But I recognize that. And I know I'll come out of it. I know it'll get better. I'm on my way up already just by realizing this. So again, Taurus, I urge you that if you have any resonance at all with this message, that you should just relax, be aware that you're in you're just in a low emotional wave, and that you need to rest. You need to rest. This is in your mental realm. You need to rest, and some of you may even be knowing that you need to meditate, that you need to quiet your mind so that you can raise your vibration and let the past go. You need to recognize that whatever is dogging you from the past, whatever negative experience is still weighing in, you need to realize, Taurus, that your body and your mind and your experience and your mood and whatever, if you're allowing this, if you're focusing on this and allowing this to weigh in on the present, your body doesn't even know that this is not happening to you all over again. So it's like bringing undue stress to your body, unnecessary stress. Thinking about something upsetting or disappointing, or even devastating that happened in the past is really to your body. It's like bringing it, it's like it's happening all over again. And you don't want to do that to yourself. You don't want to do that to yourself, Taurus. So with this 10 here of swords and the sun coming up over the horizon, and then look at the death card. When you turn it upright, the sun's coming up on a new day and on a new opportunity, a new experience. So don't resist. Don't resist the inevitable movement forward. Don't resist the natural endings that come, the endings of cycles. And instead of possibly feeling annoyed by this King of Wands reversed, who is just feeling good about themselves, or those people around you who are joyful, look at them as upright figures. Look at them as someone you want to emulate. I feel as though there are people or a person around you who is just feeling so worthy of joy, so worthy of luxury, of abundance. And I feel like you should be joining this person in recognizing your worthiness and your ableness, your ability to attract whatever level of abundance and luxury you desire into your life. When we have that resistance to others and to change, we just slow down the progress, right? So I feel as though you're resistant to this King of Wands reversed here, and the joy and high expectations that this person has. And there may even be a smidge of jealousy in there, or just even envy, like, oh, I wish I could feel that way. But if you can find it in you, Taurus, to find the joy in other people's successes, you will be amazed at how good you start to feel and how worthy you start to feel, and how you start attracting into your experience evidence of that worthiness, evidence of that good feeling. And I'm talking from personal experience, Taurus, because I admittedly in the past have, and I'm not going to say I don't slip back into my human old human habits once in a while, but not nearly like I used to. I mean, I used to look at some other people and be like, well, why them? Why do they deserve that and not me? And feel like resentment. And I have, long story short, learned and have come to a new understanding about how the universe works and how worthy we all are, and how it feels so good to feel happy for others. It really, really does. And it brings you evidence of that joy, that happiness, that worthiness. It comes to you. You attract it to yourself. But if you can start from a place of really, truly feeling good for other people, feeling happy for them, but it's got to be real. It can't be fake, right? Because it's not about what you say and the words you're thinking or the words you're saying. It's really about how you feel, because it's the vibration. How you feel is the vibration that you put out there in the world, and that's how you attract to you. So you really, really have to start feeling it. And it might be a gradual thing for some of you, and for some of you, it might be like snap of the finger, epiphany, like, oh yeah, I get it. But whichever way it is for you, definitely focus on that sort of energy here, my Taurus friends. Okay. A general reading, yes, Taurus, so it might not resonate with you, but there were There were some specifics in here that will not resonate with everyone. Listen, there might be a message in here for you. If there is, take that with you. If there isn't, or you're looking for additional clarification or messages, go check out your moon and rising sign messages at High Priestess Influence. But either way, Taurus, I want to thank you so much for being with me. I hope you can, bring awareness to any negativity that you might have this week. Just awareness, not focus, and soften that so that you can make your way back up to appreciation, joy, and even being happy for others. And I wish you a beautiful week ahead. And I hope to see you back here again next week, my Taurus friends.